So, you want to be on Skeeto Bite News, do you? Good. We need some good talent. We need some good news gatherers. We need some good anchors and editors. And I hope you're excited about trying to produce the best school news in Mesquite and hopefully in the area. So, I would like you to fill out an application because it's very important for us to know who all wants to be on the crew. How do they want to serve on the crew? Because we can't have 15 editors and no anchors. So we need to try to delegate responsibilities well. So I need your information and I need you to have a little bit of information on how the news goes. So the application starts with your name and student ID, which is what I need to turn in to the counselor if I'm going to get you in my SFC. Moving on. Everybody will go to the section on news gathering. And in this section on news gathering, you're going to open up this link and you're going to have to show me how you can gather news because it's a job that everybody needs to do in order for us to have the most upcoming news. I have a way that staff can submit news announcements to us, and sometimes we get those, but often they don't tell us until the week of. So we have to hunt it down. So here's where we hunt it down. Usually MHS Twitter has some good stuff. Facebook has some good stuff. Sometimes it's different stuff. MHS Sports and Orgs is where we have gathered all of the resources that we've been able to find that people are updating currently. So here's where you can check the choir Facebook, the Instagram, band, theater. So all these are places I'd like you to browse to fill this out. And when you find something, here's what you have to do. You copy the information from the source. So let me just take Twitter, for example. They have updated star testing information. Let's just click tweets. Okay. Gross. So you want current information, but for this, if you aren't finding current information, try to find current information. You can use something old because I know that you're submitting at a certain time, but right here, here's something. So what you do is you copy the information in, and this is track. So knowing that this is track, Command C, and it's sports. So you're going to insert a row. So right click, insert row below. Track, paste. You got the info. Now all you need is the picture that goes along with it. So for the picture, you do a screenshot. Shift Command 4. I don't mind if you do the screenshot of all the information along with the pictures or just the pictures. But you got to name that screenshot. So the screenshot goes to the desktop. And this is 106A district track, and it was for 0409. It's important to have the current information. Now you need to put it on Google Drive. So go to drive.google.com. When you're on our crew, we have folders that you will actually put this in, shared folders, a shared drive where everybody's stuff goes. And you don't have to get the shareable link, but for your application, you do. So right click, share, change link to Mesquite ISD. That way we can see it. Copy link. And what you do is you just paste it as a comment on here. So you highlight the section, paste as comment, and that's your B-roll. So you have the info and you have the B-roll. You've put it in the place that it goes in the script. I need you to find 3 of those. And then you need to turn in your document that you just made. So this is a copy. Well, let's share it. Change link to Mesquite ISD, copy link. And that's what you're going to put in the form right here, which will show me that you know how to do discovery. So you paste it, Command V, into the form. From here, we have so many roles that you can serve on Skeeto Bite News. And if you click this link, it will take you to where you can actually click the links in the in the document. I may add more as there's more time. But this is a good overview of what the main jobs are on Skeeto Bite News and what these people do. I want you to look over this and decide what's your primary interest. In addition, based on your primary interest, would you feel like you'd be a more productive crew member and be more interested in being full-time crew? You're meeting with us every day during SFC. Or would you feel like, I'll work on this stuff on my own time and maybe join your monthly meetings, or maybe if I need to go for SFC one day to record something, I can get a pass. That would be the remote crew. So which one do you feel like would be a more suitable mode for you? And share your thoughts about being it, because I feel like some people are like, if I'm a remote crew, I'm not going to stay focused. I'm going to lose where I'm supposed to be. I'm not going to be involved. So if I'm on remote crew, I'm not going to do it. But other people may feel like full-time crew would be a waste of time for me because I need an hour to really focus on what I'm going to do, and 20 minutes isn't going to work. I would rather just take an hour of my own time and focus on that job once a week rather than spreading it out. So that's what I want to know here. Then tell me what your primary role would be. What are you most interested in? And based on your answer to this, each person is going to go to a different section of the script that follows up on that main interest, that primary role, where I can have you think through what's required for that role, and I can have you practice doing that role. And I can have you give me a sample of what you can do. So let me just quickly show you. If you're going to be an anchor, what you'll need to do is the two primary jobs of anchor are to update the script to where it's ready to read for the news. So this document actually takes you through some example news stories, and you got to really think about the timeline. When this is going to air, how should you say it? And don't say, join our Facebook group, when we don't want them to join the Skeeto Bite News Facebook group to find out about Choir. We want them to join the Choir Facebook group. So updating those things. Within this copy, you have that information. Here's a general outline of what I'm looking for. Just make sure as you update these things that you are considering all this and meeting those expectations. And then what you need to do is actually record these updated announcements. So you're going to record like you're an anchor. You could use Screencast-O-Matic to record your screen. You could use Photo Booth from our Macs to record, but you need to get a recording. And then you need to put the recording on Google Drive, get the shareable link like we did with that picture, and post the link in the application. So right here. So I don't need to see a copy of your changes to the script, but I will be looking at the original copy here and checking to make sure you have updated changes and making sure that you're recording. You have energy and sound interested. With connections, I think a lot of this stuff is self-explanatory. Most of these other things just are questions and answers that I would like you to address, so I know more about your interest in the position and how you're qualified. A lot of these positions you will be trained on if you aren't yet qualified. So don't worry about, oh, I don't know the Canon XA10 camera. I don't know the DSLR. I want you to know good photography basics, and we can work on that and grow on that from there. As long as you pay attention to detail and care, we have something to build on. If you don't know After Effects, that's something we can build on. So please fill out this application. Follow up with the details of your primary role, which depending on which one you're doing, it may take longer for you, because if you're an anchor, you have to rewrite scripts and record. But for most everything else, all you have to do is write a little something or answer a few questions and then submit. And I will get back with you on what part of the crew you will be next year. So thank you for applying.